Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, we're going to talk about easy data cleaning tricks in Excel you probably didn't know about. And right here, I'm currently inside an Excel file. I have already a sample Excel sheet for you guys to work with. So the first example is for this one. Take a look at this table. If I zoom at it just a little bit right here, you'll notice that we have so much going on. We have some data with highlight. We have some lowercase that are not really a good font. We have everything going on here. We even have some error and the works. Now I can just delete everything and start from scratch, but I don't want to lose the data. So how can I clear this entire format? So first things first, you need to select everything. So by clicking Ctrl A on your keyboard, you have successfully selected all of your data. Now just to make sure everything is selected, just double check on it real quickly. And once you're good with that one, click on the clear button on the top right section on the ribbon that says clear. And you're going to have an option to clear format. So what it does is, it currently, as the name suggests, clear its format. And basically with that, you have successfully cleared the format. There's also a lot of options here, for example, clear hyperlinks, clear all, or clear contents. That will be by your own choosing. And let's move on with tip number 2. Now for tip number 2, you're noticing these errors right here, right? Let me zoom it in just a little bit. Perfect. Now to get the average of this price, I can just simply type in sum, parenthesis right there, select everything, click on enter, but I have an error because I have 2 errors right here. So how can I fix this? You can simply use the aggregate formula. It's this one right here, aggregate. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So you have a lot of options going on here. Just choose average, which is number 1, and comma. So there are a lot of options here going on also. You can click on ignore error values. That's number 6. And right now, just add some comma. And we're looking for array here. As you can see, that is going to be the formula. The function number options and the array. So basically selecting this one, close the formula, click on enter, and you have successfully got the average of this array rather, without even compromising those errors right there. Pretty awesome, right? You can also leave a note here. So for example, on this specific cell, right click and there's going to be a comment or note. That will be by your own choosing. And now let's move on with tip number 3. So for this one, this is going to be your sample datasheet. Now you can still see errors there, right? Everywhere on this datasheet, there is some errors just lying around there. Now to fix this one, if you want to highlight them, for example, you can do so manually. But that is actually a lot of labor. That is a hassle, especially if you have over a lot of datasheet here. Now how can we do this one? First, select everything, Ctrl A again guys, make sure everything is selected. Likewise. So once you have successfully selected everything, look for find and select. Go to the one that says go to special, not the one with find, right? So go to special. And with this one, choose formulas. Remove everything except the error. Click on OK. And everything here has been successfully highlighted. You can also bold the letters right there, change the color. You can even change the text color. So every error here is now being highlighted. So the errors are just on the top section right there. Otherwise, that is pretty good option. And now for example number 4. This is also the datasheet prepared for this exact example. Now for this one, please pay attention on this column. Under GDP country, you'll notice a large amount of numbers. Sorry about that. So you'll notice right here there's a large amount of numbers. There are trillions, billions, or even millions. So I know this might be overwhelming. So to do this one, you must make sure to select everything. But there's a faster way here that's going to be Ctrl Shift downward arrow, and everything in the column has been selected. Now once we're here, everything is selected. Go on this option right here, as you can see the numbers, or you can simply click on Ctrl 1. Either way, by clicking Ctrl 1 or clicking that option right there, you're going to have this option, Format Cells. Now once you're here, look for the one that says Custom. And perfectly right here, as you can see there is a type there. If I add a comma, you'll notice that this sample is going to be decreasing. Each time I add the comma, everything is going to be decreasing. So for example, I'm satisfied with this one. Click on OK. Everything is going to be decreases by 1,000 places. However, let me just zoom in just a little bit for you to really appreciate it. On the first one, this is $2,716. However, if I double click on this one, you'll notice it's still on that value. Perfectly right there. Same goes with this one. So of course guys, if you divide this one, for example, use this formula, divide this by 4, you're still using the amount that was given on the original amount right there. This everything right here is just for visual purposes. So guys, that will be the same thing here. Make sure that you select everything. Go to the number format. For under custom, if you want to retrieve them back, of course, you can just delete the commas applied from earlier. Click on OK, and there we have it. And now for the next example, this is basically removing some wildcards. As you can see right here in this sample, we're having some ampersand and family. On the first one, Bernard Arnold and family. We have Carlos Slim and co. And there is so much more here. Now for example, you want to remove everything after the ampersand. First you must do is selecting the whole column. That will be Control-Shift down arrow. Make sure everything is selected. And with this one, just make sure you click on Control-H. That is basically find and replace. If you don't want to go on Control-H, the secret formula, go here and look for replace. That will be the same thing. Now, in replace, you might be asking, what will I type here? So basically type in the logo or the text rather, or the context that you want to replace. On my end, I'm looking for ampersand, and anything that comes after the ampersand should be deleted or replaced rather. So with this one, I'm going to use this formula that's going to be an asterisk. That means anything that comes after, including the ampersand, will be replaced. If I click on replace all right now, you'll notice that we've made 81 replacements. And basically right there, everything that is under the ampersand and after has been replaced to nothing. Because as you can see earlier, replaced with nothing right there, that's going to be blank. Basically, that also means deleting it. Easy as that. And right now, let's try this example. We're using this one. These are the names of the famous richest people in the world. And this is going to be their birthday. Now, for example, I have birth year, birth month, and birthday here. That's a lot of formula. That's a lot of data in 3 columns. What if I want to make a column that has this 3 data? So for this one, we're going to use a text join function. And for this one, basically, you're going to have the limiter. The limiter means what is going to be the symbol in replacing or making sure there's a space between each year, month, and day. On my end, I'm going to add a slash. Click on comma. So for this one, if you want to ignore or not include, I'm going to go for true, like so. Comma for this one. And then the text should be this one right here, comma, the birth month, comma, and the 5. So for this one, closing the formula, click on enter, and there we have it. So I can just simply double click on this one, and there is the formula right there. So everything right here is selected based on the formula we have created earlier. So you can also adjust this one. For example, let me just delete everything, and you want to start it with birthday, like so, birth month, and birth year. Click on enter, and we have it right there. Easy as that. Now, if you want to change the format, you can just go here, select in the first cell, go to general, and choose which kind of short date or long date you're looking for. Now, if you want to know what kind of type is your date, for example, under general, we have short and long date, right? So to do that, simply go in here and type in type and the value right there. Close the area, and that's going to be basically type 2. Which under general will be the long date. And for this example, let's call it date value. So I'm just going to type in date value here for the formula. Select the date right here, close it up, and click on enter. So I'm going to have this value right here. Once you have it, go to general and look for a type of date you're looking for. May it be long date or short date. I'm going for long date right there, double clicking on the edge and applying it all throughout my formula. Easy as that, right? Now, for example, we have this birthday right here. We have so much formula going on with the birthday. What if we look for the age? And to know the age of this exact person, use this formula. Now, this is not known to a lot of people because as you can see, there is no auto-generated formula because actually this is a secret. Now, selecting this first and then comma, selecting the first top right there, comma, and since we're looking for years, that'll be color Y or the letter Y right there. Closing the formula, click on enter. So this person on the first one, if it's going to be today, that'll be 75 years old. Now I know what you're thinking. To apply it all around the formula, simply click on the corner icon. However, we're gonna have this error. So how can we fix this? So let me just undo it. On the formula, we're having a problem on J2. Because if I click on double click right here and open the second formula, it's gonna be J3. It's getting the 75 number, which is actually not a good one. So for this, make sure you lock this first by the F4 function, a $sign right there, click on enter. That will be still the same. If I double click on this one right now, so what changed? Basically, if you check on the second formula, we're having that lock icon or the $sign or F4. So everything here is still referring on the first cell right there. That would be J2. That's basically the function of the F4 keyboard. Now for this example, it's a bit complicated, so grab your notes and your pen and please take note about this example. Now I have two tables here. Notice on table 1 we have the nickname, Bill Lee. In the next table we have William Lee. Let me just zoom it in just a little bit. Perfect. Now under here we have Mo West. Under the next one we have Mohamed West. Notice on the first one there's going to be nicknames. On the next one they're going to be full names. So how can we fix this? So select the first table, make sure just click anywhere inside the cell. And with this one, go for data. Look for from table and range, select on it, and you'll open up Power Query. Now once we're here, let me just delete something here. Perfect. Now you have table 1 first. Make sure click on close and load. So once you click on close and load right there, you'll open up a new table, which is going to be this one. Now same rule guys for the next one. Select everything in the table or anywhere in the table rather. Let me just with this. Perfect. Under data, go from table and range, wait this to load up. And under here, we don't want to merge this to table. So if you're selecting table 2, click on merge queries right there. And you'll open up this option. So since this is table 2, we're looking for table 1. Select the name column, select the name column the next one. And for the join kind, we're looking for full outer. And then select this one, the option that has a checkbox fuzzy matching. You'll notice we only have 2 of 7 rows from the first list is match. Drop this down and similarity threshold. There is the description right here, basically 0 to 1. And we're gonna use 0.5. The difference for that one is as close as you can get to 1 will only allow the exact matches. So we're having a bit of a 50-50 here because it's gonna be a nickname, remember? So we're looking for 0.5. And simply click on OK. And we're going to have a new table right here. Open it up. Click on OK right there. And right here, we have Emily Davis for the first table. And then Emily Davis with an E on the second table right there. In fact, I can just select this one, hold it up, and place it right there. So they're going to be beside each other. And I can simply close and load with this one. And I'm going to open up a new table. Zoom it in. Let me remove that one. As you can see right here, we have the name and the nickname right here all together. Easy as that, right? And for the last example here, actually, we're gonna go for query, the one we just did earlier. So once we're here, select everything on the datasheet, go with data, and then click on data range right there. So this is gonna be Power Query or query for others. And you'll notice right here on the first 2 tables, we're gonna have duplicates. Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, everything is duplicated. To fix any duplicated entry, just go to remove columns. Or sorry about that, we're gonna go to remove rows and that one that says remove duplicates. If I click on that one, everything that is duplicated has been removed. Now take notice that on the right section we have applied steps. Base is basically an activity log. So the reason that I did is gonna be changing or removing the duplicates. And right here you notice under the name we have first and last name. What if you want to split that? For example, Jeff Bezos, you want Jeff and then Bezos for the last name. So for this one, make sure you select the row or column rather. And the one that says transform here is going to be the one for you guys. Now under the transform ribbon, look for the one that says split column. And look for the one that says by delimiter. Now once you click on delimiter right here, since we have a space in between the names, the space option right here is good enough. Select OK. And with that being said, we have successfully changed the first name into the last name. And of course, guys, you can change the header. For example, first name right there. And again, the last name should be around right here. Easy as that, right? Now under name 3, you'll notice that this is actually null. So right click on it, click on remove, and that's going to be gone for now. And right here guys, this is basically the insight of Power Query. There is still so much things to do here. I'm gonna make another video about it, but for now, we're gonna focus on this ones. Once you're satisfied, go to Home, click on Close and Load, and wait for it to pop up under your sheet table, and there we have it. So we have the Bernard, the first name, the last name, we have removed the null column right there, and basically we have a new table. Now what is the tip here? Rather than editing the table manually, go to Power Query, and you can edit at your heart's content. Now that being said, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.